Listen, guys. Listen. We have two options here. We can be upset about the Orioles. I understand that. Or Yankees lose. The New York Yankees lose. We're looking at positives, people, because there were pretty much none in that Baltimore Orioles Chicago Cubs game. The Yankees lose. We are hate watching. The Yankees lost to the Tampa Bay Rays. Shout out them. But yeah, that's how I'm starting this. We're starting off with just straight vibes because I refuse when the Baltimore Orioles are the number one team in the AL East, the number one team in the AL. Even after an embarrassing loss, a loss that just sucked, I'm not having the vibes go down. Yankees lose, Orioles keep 3 games up in the division, and look at that. Right on time, I'm joined by Kevin Ostreicher. I guess I didn't even welcome anyone. Welcome to Kevin and Zach Reacts. I got too excited to say the Yankees lost. Kevin, how we doing?
Yeah, I'm a little shocked you're so excited over there.
Oh, my God. He didn't hit a home run tonight. Bum.
Bum. I just switched my mic over, so I should sound a little better now. I always do that where we get in the studio and, obviously my mic is not there, so it resets to default, and then I just forget to do it. So
yeah. But, Kevin, tough night for the Birds. Tough night for Dean Kramer. That is for sure.
Yeah. Definitely not Seattle Dean. Quite the opposite.
That's for sure.
Do we want to pretend it was just Seattle Dean for the vibe?
I don't know if we can fake those kind of vibes. I think that's pretty.
Yeah, I think it was too far in the other direction to where we can't.
Yeah, this is all your fault. This is all your fault, Kevin. You predicted a sweep.
Oh, I'm already out, aren't I? Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You fully supported me.
Yeah, for vibes, of course. What am I going to say? We're not sweet, but yeah,
exactly. You can't knock me for wanting the vibes. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. I mean, Kramer was not good. The defense was not good. The offense was not good. The Orioles were just not good. That's about all you can say about this one. But I think we'll go all 3 levels. We'll talk about the pitching. We'll talk about the defense, and we'll talk about the offense. But where do you want to start with that?
It's funny. We keep talking about they're so reliant on the home run ball, yada, yada, yada. They have to get runners in scoring position. Tonight, it was beautiful. They said we don't have to worry about hitting with runners in scoring position. If we don't get runners in scoring position, they were 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position tonight. And that was the Anthony Santander double play that ended up scoring a run anyway. So,
Take it.
Also, just shout out Jordan Westberg.
All-star Jordan Westberg.
The only all-star Jordan Westberg. Say it again for the people in the back, Kevin.
All-star Jordan Westberg.
Fucking love it. Damn straight, baby. Yeah, just a brutal game. I guess let's start with the offense because everything was non-existent tonight. Gunnar obviously does Gunnar stuff. He gets his daily hit even when he's having a bad day. Adley was good. I was really happy because Adley last, I think it was 10 games, had only been batting 180. He had been on a little bit of a streak. I think he only had 2 hits in that road series, I think they said tonight. So matches that tonight. Would just love to see that really kick start for him. Maybe a little offensive surge in the final week of this first half.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you just want to get any momentum you can, right? The worst thing for this club to do right now is lose, 4 of their next 6 or how many do they have 5 games left right now?
Yeah, now it's 5 games.
With this and the Yankees. So the worst thing you can do is lose 5 of your next 6 or 4 of your next 6 and lose all your momentum. You just came off of that 5-game losing streak a couple weeks ago. Feels like forever ago, but it's an opportunity for you to get momentum. And honestly, I mean, this series is the precursor to the big one, right? You want to have some level of momentum heading into that series. Now, the Yankees have negative momentum, so that certainly helps you.
It's incredible. It's kind of wild. I've never, even when they have guys playing well, they just lose. Like it is impressive what the Yankees are doing right now. It needs to be studied.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, it's Westberg. If we just want to just dive into one up, one down, because both of mine are offensive. Yeah. Well, I'll take the low hanging fruit and say Westberg. I think. Are you going to go Adley for yours?
Yeah, I'll go Westberg or Adley. Yeah, you go Westberg. I'll go Adley.
Yeah, and then my one down was Urias. Just not a good night for Urias. 0 for 3, booed a ball. I'm sure the comments will be very respectful of Ramon Urias in the next minute here. Zach, I'm sure we'll watch him roll in.
You mean the guy holding Kobe Mayo's spot, Kevin?
Yeah, I think we could be nearing the end here for Ramon Urias.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I think it's coming within the next month. Is coming. So, you think he gets claimed?
I think he gets traded. Someone's going to trade for Ramon
Urias. Do you think it's just like they trade him for cash, like just clear the spot?
No,
or do you think they try to throw him into something?
I think he's a throw-in. I think he's going to be a part of a deal. Now it gets interesting because if they want to bring up Kobe Mayo beforehand, like
then you have to DFA him.
Then you have
trade him.
Yeah, so it'll be really interesting. If he gets DFA'd, it'll be like a Mike Baumann situation where they end up getting a trade from somebody who doesn't want to chance they gets claimed on waivers. So, yeah, Ramon Urias is a good down. Just a tough night. I'll take Adley Rutschman as my one up. Glad to see him starting to get a little bit of momentum going. And then I'll take the easy down. It's got to be Dean Kramer, man. It was frustrating, because he had so many guys with 2 strikes and he couldn't put them away. So many times. I think at one point it was like 11 guys in the first 3 innings he had to 2 strikes. And he was just – he couldn't find out. It was weak contact. It was bloopers. It was infield hits. It was balls hit off the glove. It was just tough to watch. And then obviously it all kind of comes together in the big bomb from Ian Happ. Ian Happ? Did Ian Happ hit the ball? Who hit the 3-run bomb? Who hit the 3?
It was Happ.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy that it was Ian Happ.
Yeah, it was.
So,
geez, man, when you want to know an unbelievable stat? How many times do you see a batter go 4 for 6 in a game?
Just
because that's what Michael Busch did. He went 4 for 6. Like, how many times do you see that stat line in an MLB game? Barely ever.
Yeah. And the Ian Happ did go to Utah Street. So yeah, it's a tough one. That when that happened, that's when you kind of knew. Like the Orioles looked like they were still in it, even down 4-1, because we know how this team is. But as soon as that happened, you're like, okay, let's pack this puppy up.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta just flush it and move. I mean, I always say this. I feel like I say it too much, but like this one, it almost like they taught me every time I say it, where it's like, okay, the offense was really bad, just flush and move on. Okay, today the pitching stuff was really bad, just flush. It was everything. Like I've said, it was everything. Today it was really everything. Like quite literally, all 3 phases they were awful. So this is just a flush and move on type of game. And I'm actually quickly trying to look up errors. Oh no, this is player errors. I want to do team errors because the Orioles defense has not. It's been a little underwhelming for me this year, Zach. I mean, I know they've had their moments, but they had a stretch about a month or so ago where they were really bad for a really long time. Like they had like 5 errors in 4 games or 6 in 5, like something crazy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Errors. Baltimore is. I don't even know how you read this. I actually think they're not. they're actually not that bad in terms of errors, I don't think.
No, so they're not bad. It's just the errors they have always seem to prove
They're
costly.
loud.
That's the thing is it's Gunnar throws the ball away to lose to Pittsburgh. Gunnar throws the ball away to, give up such and such runs. Ramon Arias to get out of the inning, botches the double play ball, and then they get more runs. Whenever they commit an error, it's big. Like there's not going to be an error. First batter of the inning, second baseman botches it. Oh, double play, next play, like next batter. It feels like it's like, oh, okay, 2 outs, guy kicks the ball, whatever, get the next guy, 2-run homer. Like that's been how this year has gone. Errors wise is when they happen, it's bad, and the other team seems to capitalize almost every single time.
Yeah, Baltimore's 5th in the league in a good way, like 5th least, I believe, in terms of errors this year. I'm trying to double check and confirm that, but I think. Yeah, why can't I not find the right stats for God, I'm just not good at this, I guess. Gunnar actually is 7th in the league in errors, though, with 10. I don't know if this includes tonight, so it could be 11. But that's not great, right? I mean, for as many spectacular plays as Gunnar makes, he certainly has other plays where that you mentioned, like game-defining losing plays. And no one's going to be perfect. I'm not expecting perfection from Gunnar, right? But I do feel like the Orioles' errors, while they do rank pretty highly in terms of the league, they are pretty loud. And, you can't have – I mean, I saw you were on your Twitter game tonight, by the way. I want to give you a round of applause for your Twitter game tonight. You know what? let me say this. When there are just, bad Orioles vibes going around, right? The game is terrible. They're doing not great. All you can do sometimes is just laugh and make it a humorous situation. You know what you did, Zach? My favorite tweet of yours tonight was the you thinking about who you're going to throw out there in game 3 of the playoff. You're just like, who's it going to be, man? We both thought, okay, what about Cade Povich? Well, Povich goes out there and has an absolute stinker against the A's. Oh, maybe Dean is back. Well, we saw what Dean was tonight. Okay, what about Suarez? He's been pretty good recently, but he also had that stretch a couple weeks ago where it was not great. Irvin's in the bullpen. Obviously, I think we're all putting two and two together here. They need somebody else. They need multiple guys. They need
somebody bad, Kevin. Bad.
Yeah, my prediction, and I've been pretty vocal about it, is that they're going to get a starter and then move Suarez to the bullpen. That'll be their bullpen help. I think I've been pretty adamant that they should make multiple moves. Now I think I might be changing my prediction that they might do it. Like, I think the way that this pitching staff is, I can't remember who put out the tweet, so I'm sorry if it was anybody here. But ever since Bradish went down, the Orioles have, I believe, a 5.10 ERA from their starters.
Yeah, I forgot. I did see that too. But
I can't remember. I'm sorry, whoever it was, but it was a great tweet.
I want to say it was Pigtown Sports. I want to say it was him.
Would you say Pigtown Sports?
Yeah, I believe it was him.
Yes, it was. Yep. All right. Shout out Pigtown Sports. He says, since Kyle Bradish went down on 6/14, those starting pitchers have a 5.10 ERA, including tonight. Suarez, Irvin, Kramer, and Povich combined for a 7.15 ERA since 6/14, and he ends up saying 43 earned runs and 54 and a third innings pitched. So obviously we're not worried about Burnes. We're not worried about Rodriguez, right? Those are the guys.
Whoa, you're not worried about Burnes? Did you not see his spring training, Kevin?
God, I always forget. That
was the wildest discourse ever when people were honestly panicked that Corbin Burnes was broken when he came to Baltimore. No, but I agree, Kevin. They're going to have to make a move. Cal Quantrill is a guy in Colorado. He's been kind of catching my eye recently. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about him. Obviously, we all know how I feel about Nate Eovaldi, Eric Fetty as well, Luis Severino. There are guys out there, but the issue, Kevin, is 13 of 15 NL teams are either currently in a playoff spot or 5 games out of a playoff spot. And the worst part is they're 9 games under 500. They shouldn't have any hope, and we have teams that have false hope, and it's going to kill the trade deadline. It's going to kill the buyer's market. We need teams to all be selling. We need it to be a buyer's market, not a seller's market.
Yeah, well, and that's the worst part because
way to be self-aware, Nationals, because we talked about it yesterday, Kevin, and they thankfully said it. We were like, do not, if you're the Nationals, go for it with this young core. You are not like, do what the Orioles did, get some more young pieces and keep building that way. Very smart of them. I will take Kyle Finnegan if you'd like to send him.
Yes, we'll give you Rocco DeSangro. That's our official trade proposal. We're willing to throw in Ryan Ripken if needed.
If needed, back to the Nationals. It would be returning to the Nationals. That's where he started. Yeah,
redemption story. But Jeff made a good point here. I want to bring this up. Getting max effort from opposing teams, target on their backs this season. This is exactly what comes from expectations. I completely agree with this point here, where people know what the Orioles did last year, and people know how good the Orioles are this year. They understand that this is a team where you're going to get your max effort every time from every team. This is not a team that people just think you can walk into Camden Yards and say, oh, okay, we're just going to be lackadaisical and we're going to go beat. No, that you're going to get your max effort. And as such, the Orioles have to play with that max effort every single night. And when you have miscues, right, sometimes when a team isn't taking you all that seriously, you can overcome those and still win the game. There's not a lot of room for error with this Orioles team. There's room for it in terms of they have talent, and that talent can make up for some errors. But in terms of effort, it has to be a balance. I'm not necessarily questioning their effort because I think they do show it. But, we're not talking about like Anthony Volpe type effort. That is not an Orioles problem. That is a Yankees problem. But to me, expectations, when you are a good baseball team, when you're a good sports team, you're going to get that effort every single night, even from teams that aren't in the race. Even from teams like the Cubs, who aren't at the top of the NL right now, but they're hunting. They're hunting for a spot, and they're desperate. We talked about this desperate team.
Literally yesterday. It's like the Astros series before the Astros got hot. The Cubs are fighting for their lives right now. The Cubs are one of those 13 of 15 NL teams that within the next, you have 21 days, Kevin. They have 21 days. We went from, you got to wait to July to see who's selling, who's not. We're done with that. No more 2 months down the line. No more. We'll wait another month. You have 21 days. 21 days to decide whether or not you are buying or selling. And these Cubs players, the Cubs front office, they are fighting for their lives right now. They want to go out there, compete, get in position to where they can go, okay, let's add a piece or two and try to go grab a wild card spot in a weak NL. Because look at last year, the Diamondbacks barely snagged that last spot. What did they do? Rode momentum all the way to the World Series. So there's a lot that did a lot of damage to teams. The Diamondbacks running the table last year, and then every team being in the hunt has done irreversible, horrendous damage to the trade market right now, where there is way too much false hope in Major League Baseball for teams. Some of these teams have to be self-aware like the Nationals and just be like, look, we're selling. Like, I know we are in the hunt, but we're selling. Be the 2022 Orioles. Yes, you have an opportunity. That does not mean that you have to go sell and take guys that I'm trying to get. Yeah. Send us your guys. Send them to Baltimore. This is my official you like crab cakes to every team selling.
Yeah, so you are officially on the Marlon Humphrey recruiting train.
And Mike, yes, this is a whole different story. This was the first domino. I can't say I'm upset that they went to 3 wild card teams because it does make me feel a lot more secure as an Oriole fan right now, knowing it would be. But it does really hurt this whole teams wanting to sell versus not wanting to sell.
Yeah, it's almost like the 18-game season thing, or I guess now 17, potentially 18 in the NFL, where it's it's an extra week. Oh well, we're not up against it yet, and with and not that the NFL trade deadline is like the MLB one, but it's all of these changes, they move the NBA deadline, and that is impacted how that works. It feels like trade deadlines in general are shifting. But let's are we up for a little game show? Not as broad as the other.
Yes.
But,
Real quick, though, I do want to have this
okay.
quick discussion about Corbin Burnes. Joe, I saw you put up here. Is this it? So a lot of discussion on whether or not Corbin Burnes should have pitched tonight to then line him up on Sunday. I would have. I'm not going to go and say like, oh, this was the right move. Oh, yeah, keep him. With the off day, I would have put Burnes out there. Because he would have, correct me if I'm wrong, it would have been normal rest because of the off day.
Yeah, it would have lined up for him.
Yeah, I would have done Corbin Burnes. I would have. I think you just, especially Sunday against the Yankees, that already feels like it's a massive game, and I'd rather have Corbin Burnes out there right now. So, yeah, I would have liked for them to give Corbin a shot just so he's playing against the Yankees, but what are we going to do? Right now I think it's going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, is Grayson pitching the last game of this series or the first game of, I'm going to find out right now. My mind is all over the place. Yeah, Suarez is pitching this last game, so Grayson will pitch the first game against New York, then it will be Povich. Yeah. Povich is pitching pretty damn well at home this year as an under 2 ERA, so let's see what happens.
Home okay. Povich is unstoppable.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's do it.
Yes, okay. So there have been a lot of questions about how many guys the Orioles are going to acquire, whether it be 1, 2, 3, whatever. Let's play the game. If they acquire 1, who goes down? Who gets sent off the roster? If they acquire 2 guys, who goes down? If they acquire 3, who goes down? Because right now, so let's just say they acquire 1 guy. Let's just say they acquire 1 starter and they move Suarez to the bullpen. Does Aiken get sent down? Is it Baker? Do you bring Vespi back up and send both down?
Real quick, Mike is right. I just checked. It is Povich, then Grayson against the Yankees. But continue. So okay. So what we're starting with 1?
1 guy. 1 starter, let's say.
Oh, a starter.
So starter, you move Suarez to the bullpen.
Yeah, and then you send Brian Baker down.
It's tough.
Yeah,
I would personally do Aiken.
Yeah,
I would personally do Keegan.
Well, those are the 2 with options, so that's why I think it's between those 2. That's why Suarez. Okay, with Irvin already in there, you have that lefty. You have Perez as a lefty. I just don't see them sending Aiken down until Coulombe's back, just to have more lefties.
Yeah, because that's the other question when Danny comes back, but that's not going to be for a couple more. That's extended rosters too, so they'll have more wiggle room. All right, they'll be fine with that.
I agree with. I think Roy hit it on the head here. Aiken should be Aiken, but I think it'll probably be Baker solely because of.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Casey makes it. If they bring Vespi back up, they can send Aiken down. Like if they want to send.
Well, yeah, that's
Aiken,
what yeah, right.
Like if they want to send Aiken and Baker down, but yeah, Vespi should be up here.
Yeah. So what if they get a starter and a reliever?
Starter and a reliever.
And let's say they bring Vespi back.
Oh Jesus! So now this is 3 guys.
Essentially, who would you rather have? Is it Tate or is it Vespi?
Oh, so you're saying Vespi right now?
Yeah.
And I talked about it. I think it was yesterday, last post game stream. Dylan Tate, man. Oh, it was Saturday's stream. Dylan Tate is someone I really thought was going to kind of come back this year after missing all of last year and kind of reestablish himself as the 7th, 8th inning guy for this team. And unfortunately, he hasn't done that. I had such high hopes. I still would hope that he can get there, but I'm not banking on it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a pleasant surprise. It's something that you would take at this point, but not something you are expecting. I'm with you there. So I just don't know. But then let's say, do they bring McDermott up early?
No.
You think it's September?
McDermott is solely going to be reliant on
I think, injuries at this point.
So you wouldn't even bring him up in September?
Possible September, yeah. I could see that for sure. Before that would have to be injury. Or worst case. Is it worst case? They're just that bad. Like that someone's performing that poorly.
Yeah. Just tough because, like, again, I think, and I'm not saying that this is a very popular opinion, but I have seen it on social media where people are like, they need to trade for like 4 pitchers. And I'm like, that's just, it's not going to be an overhaul. They need to get guys, at least, in my opinion, at least 2 guys. But
that reminds me of there was a Yankees page today that made a serious, like, what the Yankees need to do at the trade deadline type thing. And he was like, if I'm in charge of the Yankees, and he made 6 moves, all of them for top end guys. And so, like, you know, he got ratioed on a quote tweet, and it was like, homie wants a whole new damn team. Like, and it's true.
Right.
Like, it's not realistic for these guys. Like, yes, there are a lot of holes, but these guys, including the Orioles, you can't fill every hole at the trade deadline. Like, that's just not viable. You can go get, I think that they need another starter. I think they need another bullpen guy. After that, we'll see what happens. I don't necessarily bank on anything else after that. Like, I don't see them. The only way I see them getting 2 relievers or 2 starters is if one of them is a pair, meaning they package, okay, in return they're getting a starter and a reliever. It's just hard for me to see them making 3 separate deals, sending different prospects different places. But that also depends on, they could get some more low leverage guys, more high risk guys in the bullpen, kind of, you know, guys that aren't a level above Vieira, you know, Thiago Vieira.
yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's tough. It's going to be such a weird trade deadline.
Yeah, and I saw a couple of,
for us to cover. By the way, we will be live during the trade deadline. So
yes, and I saw, actually, before I get into the comment I wanted to bring up, where is it? I'm not gonna. Am I ever gonna be able to find it? Nope. All right. Well, let's talk. All right, I'll find it. Let's just talk about the other thing I want to talk about. If Povich struggles, they can swap him for McDermott. I think there are 2 different trains of thought with Povich right now. I think people believe he is a lock because they believe the Orioles don't have anything else, or they believe he is in over his head and needs to be sent back down. I think those are the 2 different sides of what I at least have seen on social media. I think it's somewhere in the middle where you can't be as reliant on a rookie as the Orioles are right now. That's why they have to get pitching help. Where essentially, if Dean is not on and they're relying on Albert Suarez, who, again, he's found that magic again. He has dipped his hand back into that magic pool, but will the magic run out is the question with him. Then you're relying on Cade Povich to be your number 3, and the Orioles can't rely on a rookie that much. I do believe Povich has talent. I do believe he can contribute to this ball club. He has already. I'm not going to let one pretty awful, terrible, horrible start against the A's kind of define that for me. But him being your number 3 is a pretty risky thing, which is why I believe the Orioles will do that. But I don't think he is immune to being sent back down, is what I'm saying. I think that's what I'm trying to get at.
No, I completely agree. Also,
just dropped the mic, but Joe, I cannot. Is Aura? It was exceptional. Fuji, I would take Fuji back in a second.
Isn't he still injured?
Yes, Kevin, but
just for the vibes, vibes. All right, okay, all right.
Yes. Okay. Something that's actually I want to talk about because I've seen a few comments about it, and I've actually seen a few comments on Twitter about it. And Kevin, ready or not, the Boston Red Sox are 7 games out of first place and playing some damn good baseball. Is it time, Kevin Oestreicher? Is it time to worry about the Boston Red Sox?
I'll wait till the All-Star break. If they can get to 5 before the All-Star break, I'll say, all right, what's going on? I personally, the way things are going, I fear the Red Sox more than the Yankees. if I'm the Orioles. Not that I fear anybody, but like I would
I'll
consider
pull
the
up,
Red
Kevin.
Sox more of a threat than I would consider the Yankees right now. So that's just me.
I said I'm going to, like you said, I said I'm going to give it till after the trade deadline. If we're sitting here at the deadline and the Red Sox are 5 games out, yeah, you have to start worrying about them. I don't care who's on that team. And they're getting some guys back. They're a banged up team. Tristan Casas is coming back. It's a I don't want to say worried is the right word, but I'm intrigued. Like, I'm intrigued to see what happens because that was a team everyone had kind of said was dead and gone before the season. Like, it was, okay, how's the AL East going to figure it out? Let's rank 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, wait, the Red Sox are 5. Like,
Right.
And now here they are. They're one of the best stories in baseball. Jarren Duran, Babe Ruth.
Yeah, best baseball player that we've ever laid eyes on. Yeah, exactly.
I wish Kyle was in the chat or in the studio. He could tell us all about Jarren Duran.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be buyers at this point, regardless. Like, I think even if it's not like they're trading the farm away, they're going to try to get 1 or 2 pieces just to see, because that's what it is. If you're in no man's land, the worst thing in any sport is to be in no man's land, right? That's why for the Nationals picking a direction, that's a good move on their part. They picked a direction instead of trying to like salvage something with the young core and try to like move off of people. They picked a direction. For the Red Sox, if I'm in this no man's land of like, oh, we're really going to be good again, you don't mortgage your future, right? But like, if you can trade a couple of mid or low level guys and get some level of a mid-level contributor, wouldn't shock me.
I completely forgot that their season is a behind the scenes, like Hard Knocks style. Oh my God. Is the MLB doing this for clicks?
That is, they made the call. They made the call.
I agree, though. That's going to be must-see TV. That's going to be absolutely electric.
Yeah. Where is the other? I didn't even find the first guy. I got too enthralled in our conversation. Look at me. I'm using big words recently. Enthralled. Do you hear that? That's trying to. All right, here we go. Found it. Are we having a draft episode special on Sunday? I don't even think we've talked about this, Zach. But
no, I hate to break it to you, Joe. The MLB draft is the least covered draft of any major sport, and as much as like I would love to sit here and be like, oh, like there are guys that even the people covering are like, this is just a high school guy. He has high upside. Like it's so hard and it's just undercovered. Like it's not on TV. Like it is just a very weird draft. I would love to eventually do something. I think with the draft, maybe we do. Maybe for like the Orioles pick.
Yeah, I think going live to react to the Orioles pick.
Yeah, I think that, but like for a whole, like what we did with the NFL, where we did a full like, oh, let's have. It's just unfortunately the MLB draft isn't like that. It's kind of just everyone takes lottery picks, and you just wait 3 years to see who hit on who.
Yeah, I am entering my name in the MLB draft.
Kevin, honestly, yeah, but I think we'll definitely do a
we'll react whether we want to
pick.
Whether we want to coordinate to get on while they're picking or just reacting after the fact to their pick. We'll do something. We'll do. Yeah, I think the Nuggets actually play on Sunday, so maybe a bit of TBD. No, I'm kidding.
The Summer League,
dude. You do not, dude. I put the Summer League up on a TV. I watch every single game. They give out rings now. If you win a championship, you get Summer League rings.
Okay,
I want a Summer League ring.
Like I watched Zach Edey last night. Like for the Grizz, I was into it. I was like, okay, I gotta watch. But like I'm not TBD in the draft special.
You don't know,
Summer
man.
League. We'll have Kevin live sweating some Summer League game while we're recapping the.
You're damn right. It's going to be exactly that. Summer League. I have it Friday. I think it's Friday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday. And then if they win another one, it'll be the championship. So, yeah, gotta. The Nuggets have a good young core, so it's what they're going to rely on. They traded all their picks away, so it's what my future is for the next 7 or whatever years. But yes, for the actual MLB trade deadline, we'll be doing a much bigger special. We'll probably do that. We'll just do that as a Ryan Ripken show thing. You know, Kevin, we'll have our own thing after the fact probably, but I think we'll probably be in studio for that and doing that. Here's a question from Mike I wanted to pull up earlier. With only 3 healthy starters under contract going into next season, does team control become a point of emphasis when looking for a starter at the deadline? I think so. I mean, you can get a rental. I don't think it should deter you from getting a rental. But the thing with team control is it's going to cost you more. Each year it's going to cost you more. And especially with the trade deadline deals being more expensive capital-wise than off-season deals. Plus, let's throw in 2 years of team control. Mm-hmm. You might have to give up somebody you don't want to give up. Because I think other teams are going to be willing. Because other teams, you talk about desperate, Zach, the Orioles should be desperate for pitching, right? They should be.
Yeah.
But other teams are also desperate for pitching. And they do not have the same record the Orioles do.
And you know what? And I hate to say this, I know Oriole fans aren't going to like to hear this. Other teams are real desperate for pitching, and they're in a lot worse situation than the Orioles. The Orioles are looking for a number 3 behind Corbin Burnes and Grayson Rodriguez. Other teams are looking for their number 1. Other teams are like, who can we get to be our first guy in game 1? So, yes, the Orioles are looking, and I love how you put it, Kevin. It shouldn't deter you from saying, okay, we can't do rentals. But I think without a doubt, it's something they're going to look into. It's why we've said a few times we thought Eric Fetty kind of made the most sense almost because he has that extra year of team control. So you're like, okay, if he does well, if you would hope it works out, he pitches well, he's then a guy that you're just automatically putting in the rotation next year. It's going to be so interesting. It's going to be. I mean, I wish Jesus Luzardo was still healthy. Oh,
is he done for the year?
He's on the IL for another 43 days. Like, it's just not going to work.
Oh, they put him on 60?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, he might be done.
Jeez. Well,
yeah. Glasnow is now hurt. Trust me, I know he left the game one strikeout short of my parlay.
Deserves better.
For real. For real. And not a single apology to me. Not a single apology to me.
Well, I think that's karma for your Aaron Judge loyalty. But here, Joey said, why am I a Nuggets fan? Because when I was 7, I wanted a favorite basketball team. There's obviously not one in Baltimore. So I picked the Nuggets because I liked their name, and I have stayed loyal ever since. So it's a story of loyalty, and I got rewarded with a championship last season. So very, very happy about that. But let's play another. I'm a game show host recently, man. I've really been in that era. I've been in that era. And chat, obviously, play along with this as well. I'm very curious to hear what you think. Corbin Burnes, talk about control. He's a free agent after the season. We all know this. Mm-hmm. We're speaking here on July 9th, 10:11 p.m. I don't know the seconds. I'm not going to pull up the seconds. Maybe, I'll pull up the seconds. Give me a second. 10:11 and 50 seconds p.m. Do you feel more confident in Corbin Burnes staying with the Orioles than you did at the beginning of the season? Yes or no?
Well, sorry. I was looking at this.
Oh my! I did a whole speech, and you didn't even listen to my speech.
No, I was honestly looking at this absolute slander. Unfortunately, Casey, that's been the issue over the past week. Is I am ice cold. I'm like 0 for my last 5. It's been brutal. I haven't even bet in like 3 days because I'm taking a break. Actually, fun fact, I was so cold on Sunday. My friend was like, yo, I won an Orioles parlay. And I was like, well, I'm not betting this. So I'm just going to give you what I think is going to hit. It was like plus 1,000 odds. It hits. I texted him and I was like, oh, awesome. You know what he responded? He goes, damn, I didn't take it. So I cooked up a nice winning parlay, sent it for a group chat of 3 people. Not a single person. None of the 3 of us took it. It was just free money. All right, continue.
What I was saying was, do you feel more confident in Corbin Burnes staying with the team than you did at the beginning of the season right now?
3,000%. I saw that man crack a smile for the first time in his career the other day when Colton Cowser made a diving catch. And the reports are out there. Kevin, reports are out there. Corbin Burnes likes the team. He even talked about it when they interviewed him for the All-Star game Sunday. He said, hey, these young kids make it fun. Coming to the ballpark every day, he was like the team chemistry, the energy, the ball that gets played, just everything about it. He said he loves it. He absolutely loves it. Now, does that mean that Corbin Burnes is going to give the Baltimore Orioles a hometown discount? He's taking $60 million less than the next offer? Absolutely not. But the hope is that if he is in the same realm, meaning contract offers, if he is deciding between the Orioles and another team or two, the hope is that it becomes, hey, I really like playing here. I will go with the Orioles, even though maybe there's a few extra million here and there in another contract, maybe whatever it is. I get the no trade clause. I get the opt-out after the third year in this one, but not here. I think is he going to stay 100%? No, I don't think it's decided. But before this season, I was like, there's a 25% chance we re-sign him. I'm going to say it's up to 66. Wow. I'm going to say it's up to
low. I didn't realize you were that low.
Well, at the time, I thought we also had Grayson and Kyle Bradish, and I was like, oh, like if it doesn't work out, like the Orioles might not push too hard for him type deal. But now they definitely will need him. So it's been both,
Yeah, I mean,
I would say he probably gets even more than $30 million a year. I could see Burnes getting 5 years, $250. He's going to get close to $50 million a year.
Yeah,
Rubenstein, open up that wallet.
Yeah,
I'm just vibing today, Kevin.
After a game like that, what can you do?
Exactly. What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Where's your confidence? Has it changed yours at all?
I think it would be a very big disappointment if they didn't, and I think that it's a need for them, right? We can talk about wants versus needs.
Number one.
Yeah, like honestly, if the Orioles re-signed Corbin Burnes and did nothing else, I would be decently happy with their offseason. With that, I'm not saying I'd be thrilled, like completely happy, but in the reality, they're going to need more pitching.
Yeah, if they re-sign Corbin, and let's say they've acquired an Eric Fetty or a Cal Quantrill, who is both have 1 year after this, so it would both be under team control for next year. If you got one of those guys, meaning so they're still on the roster, and you re-sign Corbin and then just get like a few flyers on some relievers, with Felix coming back, and people are going to hate it, you have to bring back Harry Kimbrell.
How do you use him?
Sorry, buddy. And that's where it's going to come down to. If he truly wants to win, he'd be the eighth inning guy. And I mean, think about it. He went to the seventh this year for this team for a little bit, something he has rarely ever done in his career. So if he truly wants the saves record and not the official, if he wants to move up to third, because he'd have to get, I think, like 150 more to get up to Mariano and them. So that's not happening. But if he wants to catch Lee Smith, he has to have, I think, 43 more saves. If that's important to him to be number 3 all time, he's going to go somewhere else. And why wouldn't you? I mean, at that point, he's earned that right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and again, it's almost like if you let Burnes walk after a year, you lose Joey Ortiz for nothing. Well, if they win a World Series, it won't be nothing if they win a World Series. But
that's the whole thing. If they win the World Series, I'll be watching looking at the ring while people are coming and going. So
your Rubenstein's going to give one to you?
What? Oh no, I'm just thinking I'll look up pictures of it or something. Maybe I can talk to our co-host about getting it.
Yeah. Well, no, he's a friend of the show, guest.
Yeah, that's to the show.
So, yeah, I don't know. It would be disappointing to see him walk if they. Look. I cover the Ravens. I have to bring it in sometimes, right? It's almost like the Ravens and them losing all these guys this offseason because they didn't win the Super Bowl. Where if they had won the Super Bowl, if Mike McDonald left, it was like, okay, cool. Like, that's awesome. He won the Super Bowl. Now he's in Seattle as a head coach. Good for him. Great job. The job was finished. All these guys leave. All right, cool. The job was done. But they didn't. And everybody left. And you're not going to have that team again. So if the Orioles don't win the World Series, and Corbin Burnes leaves, then you lose him, and you didn't win the World Series. The job was not finished, and that's where it'd be disappointing. And Casey, I know it's a very undercover secret. I don't really tell a lot of people about it. I do host Locked On Ravens. If you didn't know,
Probably not.
You didn't know. Probably not.
All right, I do want to bring this up because Rock Kabaka just tweeted out the quote. So they asked Brandon Hyde about Jordan Westbrook making the All-Star team. And so he said that earlier today he found out right after they interviewed Jordan Westbrook. So the media interviewed Jordan Westbrook, asked him about how it felt not making the team. Meanwhile, all this is happening. He's being questioned. Brandon Hyde is being told that Jordan Westbrook makes the team. So then they go to Brandon Hyde. Now, Hyde has not had the opportunity to tell Westbrook. So Brandon Hyde answered all those questions about why Jordan Westbrook was snubbed and how it's been tough, but he believes in him, all that stuff. He was saying all of that. And the quote is, I had to answer why he didn't make the team when I knew he made the team. So Brandon Hyde faked an entire interview about Jordan Westbrook not making the team just so that Jordan could be the first to find out. So awesome shit by Hyder, as always. That's why people love him. That's why the players love playing for him, because that stuff matters to him.
Yeah. Deserved, by the way. And hopefully, I mean, I don't know the injury situations. I mean, I'd assume that because I don't know if there's Tony should potentially, if there's an injury, right? He'd be the next man up, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
But I mean, is there anybody else?
No.
So at least Westbrook. At least Westbrook got in. I was just about to say something.
You know what? Tony should get in. I still think Tony's going to get in.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I would actually just talk to this was one of the things I talked to Rita about on 105.7 today. I would be shocked if Kyle Tucker isn't replaced by Tony, because Tony is going to get replaced, or Kyle Tucker is going to get replaced by somebody. I just hope they don't do the whole, oh, well, we just replaced one guy with an Oriole. We don't want to replace him with another Oriole. Just put the best damn players out there. And we all know Jordan Westbrook was the next guy up for third base, and we all know who the next outfielder was going to be. So just do everyone a favor. Kyle Tucker shouldn't have even been voted ahead of him in the first place because he hasn't played since June 3rd. But since we're in this situation already, just put him in. Just put him in. Then we just forget about it. Orioles will find their way to 5 All-Stars anyway, and we can stop complaining about it.
Yeah. Yep. You guys know Shrek 5 is coming out?
Is it?
Yeah, they just announced it. July
Shrek
1st,
4?
2026.
There's a Shrek 4?
Shrek 2 is the greatest movie of all time, or has the greatest soundtrack of all time. Which I have been vocal.
4?
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Chat, did you guys know there was a Shrek 4?
Hold on. Yeah, it's called Shrek Forever After.
Maybe I have seen that. Oh, it came out in 2010. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's on me. That's on me. I thought there was like a physical, like within the past few years, they came out with a Shrek 4. And I was like, when did they drop another Shrek?
Yeah. Toy Story 4, by the way, was quite the phenomenal movie. I'm not gonna lie. So Toy Story 5. Let's bring it out all the childhood. I still haven't seen Incredibles 2. I was on the way to see it with my family, but the night before I went to a party with my friends, and on the way there, I said I can't go to this. I don't feel good. I gotta go home. And so I went home and I slept. Wow, my family saw Incredibles 2, and I've never seen Incredibles 2.
Actually, I don't think I've seen Incredibles 2 either. When did that come out? And people get on me for this all the time, so I'm sorry if I'm disappointing everyone in the chat. I don't watch movies.
I'm the one that gets roasted for it.
Because I'm open about it. They just quiz you. They quiz you. And
yeah, but why don't they quiz? So, but you're the one who says you haven't watched any, and then they don't quiz you. They just go right to me.
Yeah, because they know if they just ask me, I'll be like, I haven't seen it. Where you'll try to maneuver your way into finding it.
Like, well, because Ryan does have a habit of just giving the same 3 movies. So I'm just like, if I guess one of the 3 movies,
it's Austin Powers, Wedding Crashers,
and Anchorman.
Like it's just. Well, Anchorman, you should see. I've seen all the Anchormans.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Will Ferrell movie? I'm trying to think.
Oh, and he does Talladega Nights too. Sorry, he does that one a lot.
Yeah, he loves Talladega.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go Elf. I guess I'll just go Elf. Like,
I was thinking
it's like a classic.
Yes. All right. So I want to say Elf because I think that's just like an all-time classic. But Step Brothers is one of my all-time favorites. I say I don't watch movies. I've watched every Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, I've watched every comedy, but I don't like.
All
I've
right.
never watched. I don't watch any of those.
I haven't seen Step Brothers. I'm ducking. I'm ducking. I'm ducking. I'm ducking. I'm ducking. I'm ducking from the comment. I also don't watch movies. But
I don't watch movies that it's like so.
I know the lines. Like, did we just become best friends? Finish the other sentences, whatever.
Cops comes on at 4, Kevin.
What?
Thank you. That just.
Is that a line from the movie?
Yes, Cops comes on at 4. I know you weren't watching Cops because Cops doesn't come until 4. You touched his drum set, Kevin. Did you touch his drum set? Kevin, you have to watch this.
I mean, we can honestly play a game of like, have you seen the movie right now?
This podcast is a prison.
Is that another line from the movie I'm not getting?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All
right.
Yeah.
Go. All right. Ask. Okay.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. It's not just the Catalina wine mixer. It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right. Well, look. I'm not the only one. The Step Brothers non-seers, we are a group and we are proud. I'm not that proud of it, but I had to put it out there.
Kevin, we have to watch Step Brothers at some point.
Okay, ask me about a movie that like you think everybody has seen, like a popular movie.
I don't even know what Avatar.
Yes. Not
Okay.
only the first one.
Okay, yeah, same. These are just two guys who don't watch movies asking each other about movies. Oh my God, yes, Kayla, hold up. Please tell me you've seen Ted. Either. Kevin.
Okay, no. Let me explain this. I have not seen the movies, but I've watched the show, which I feel like somehow makes it worse.
Yeah. You haven't watched Ted?
I've watched the show, like the show that just came out, but I have not seen the movies. That should get me half points.
No, it shouldn't.
Yes, it should. Yes, it should.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, British Ravens.
I am the HR department, so you have to file a complaint with me about me.
We haven't established much on the Ryan Ripken media empire, but we do all understand that Kevin is HR. That has become
HR.
very apparent.
I am HR.
So, yeah, you see, Aviator, now you see how everything is just nothing gets controlled because our HR is flawed. Okay, our HR system is flawed. 90% of the people have to go to HR are Kevin, so that makes it also harder.
Yeah. What it is.
Dude, it's just.
What other movies?
Have you watched? Okay, this is not a movie. This is a show. Have you seen I Think You Should Leave?
No.
The show on Netflix. The one that every Oriole, especially Adley, quotes 24/7.
No.
It's pushed back, not slicked back. Sloppy steaks.
Slop them up. I know the lines.
Yeah.
I've seen the videos.
You've seen The Hangover, correct?
I think I saw part of the first one. I'm telling you, I've barely seen any movies.
Fucking throwing shit, Kevin.
You want me to get you really mad? You want me to get you really mad right now? I can get you really mad. I've never seen Breaking Bad.
I haven't either.
Oh, all right. Look at that. I thought.
Okay, well, like I've tried. Like I've watched. So we watched it. My roommate and I. We got through.
We are achieving new heights on Kevin's Tech Reacts, being more insufferable than the Orioles just playing terrible.
Our department is falling apart.
Yeah, that's how these streams go. After Orioles losses, although we say after Orioles losses, pretty much after the 40-minute mark of every post-game show, this kind of sees.
Yeah.
This is where
have I seen Jaws? No, but I have seen Sharknado 3.
You haven't seen Jaws.
No, but I have seen
It's Shark Week, Kevin. It is literally Shark Week.
I've seen Sharknado 3, so it's Shark Week. I've seen Sharknado 3.
Jaws walk so Sharknado could run. There is no Sharknado if there's no Jaws.
All right, let me just scroll through these comments because we have a lot of movies that people are asking me if I've seen. Titanic, no. Happy Gilmore, parts of it. Princess Bride, yes.
Good shit. Good. Okay.
Still going.
Oh, wait, well, these are. I need to know these. No chance.
Yes, but a very long time ago.
To both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moneyball I saw in theaters.
All right.
And Field of Dreams I watched a long time ago. Superbad, yes. I've seen Superbad.
Okay, that you know what? That's a big win for you, Kevin. That's a big win. You are back on the board. I've never seen someone more back than Kevin after that, if I'm being honest.
That's all it is. Fallout, no. Bridesmaids, no. Waterboy, no. Wayne's World, no. Grown Ups, yes. Waterboy, no. Big Daddy, no. Happy Gilmore parts.
Big Daddy?
No. Oh, Jessica. You know what we did see?
Oh, I played it to start the
Oh, yes, we did. Yes,
Yankees
we did.
lose.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall, no, but I have seen We Are Marshall. So there's a Marshall in there. Frozen, yes, I have seen Frozen. Is that it? Is Joe Dirt a movie? I've not seen Joe Dirt. If Inconceivable is a movie, no. I've seen some of the Beverly Hills Cops. I've seen some of those. I've not seen Spaceballs, Aviator, no. Dirty Dancing, no. Major League, I think a long time ago, unless that wasn't a long time ago that I haven't seen it. The Producers, I've seen Jordan Westbrook. If that counts. Bull Durham, no. Harold and Kumar, no. Rookie of the Year, yes. Tommy Boy, no. Yeah, it's a good one. Godfather, no. Better baseball movie, Sandlot, or Rookie of the Year, Sandlot. Classic for me. Although Rookie of the Year is really good. Hangover 1, 2, or 3. Parts of Hangover 1, not 2 or 3. Breakfast Club. Is that the one with the intro where the guy goes like this and then it freezes?
God, I've not seen Breakfast Club in so long. That's a movie. I'm not gonna lie. That was like it's probably been 10 years since I've seen the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Because if it is, then I have. Movie? If it's not, then no. SpongeBob. No, I've seen the SpongeBob movie, the one where it's like the Super Bowl halftime show.
That's not a movie.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
No, that's just a show where Squidward has to.
I thought that was the movie. I've seen. I have seen a SpongeBob movie. I don't remember which one it was. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, the one with what's his name? With his where he shoots them from his pecs.
No, I haven't seen that one.
It
was a very long time ago.
Yeah, I haven't watched any recent SpongeBob movies where Mr. all the buckets on the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
David
okay. I don't.
It was David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff shoots them with his pecs. He saved the day with his pecs, baby.
I don't remember that. Fast and Furious, no, I've not seen any of the movies in that franchise. Star Wars, yes, I have seen the Star Wars movies. Oh, and Jessica is Kieran's wife. Look at that.
Oh,
shout out to you, Jessica, and shout out to Kieran as well. Slapshot, no. American Pie, no. Which I know it's the last name thing. I get it. I understand. I get it all the time, but I don't know what anybody's talking about when they say it. No, dude, this is not the right movie. I've not seen this movie.
Dude, this is literally the ending.
Oh, maybe the ending.
Yeah, it's where he then hold up. And then he saves the day. Yeah, he was on the beach because SpongeBob and Patrick, remember they were about to die on the light thing?
Yes, yep, I do remember that. Great Bambino.
20 minutes later, David Hasselhoff saves the day with his pecs, bro.
Is that your only takeaway? You have very weird. You have very weird takeaways. I've noticed from things. We interview Ice Cube. Wow, guys, Ice Cube really likes mustard.
Because I'm a mustard guy. So, like, what was I going to take away from that?
I get
me and Ice Cube are just cut from the same cloth. Did you not want me to be happy about that?
The first time that anyone says relish only, I'm going to lose my mind. So I guess I understand where you're coming from. Exactly. But you get the mustard answers all the time.
But I didn't think Ice Cube, like, I'm just collecting Infinity Stones left and right.
Yeah, I guess you really are. Goonies, yes, I have seen Goonies. The Major League movies, we're doing some research.
I've seen the first one.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've seen this. Beavis and Butthead, no, I have not seen that.
You haven't watched the Beavis and Butthead movie?
No, dude, I'm not interested in that, man. I don't need to see that.
Bro. Yes, you do.
Dude. Oh my god. The Replacements, I don't believe I have seen that. Austin Powers, yes, I have seen that. Terminator, no, I have not seen that. 40-Year-Old Virgin, no. Matrix, no. Kung Fury, no. John Wick, no. Equalizer, no. Harry Potter, yes, I've seen the Harry Potter movies. Rudy, yes. Well, sorry, what were you trying to bring up? You bring it up. Okay, all right. I'm getting slandered for.
Yeah,
All right.
have you seen Dodgeball? Have you seen Dodgeball?
Yeah.
If you can dodge a wrench, Kevin, you can dodge a ball.
Is that the one with Ben Stiller?
Mm-hmm.
Then yes, I've seen it. Jurassic Park, no. Spinal Tap, no.
You seen Bad News Bears?
Yes.
Good. Which one?
Probably just
Old
the
or
first one.
new?
Old.
No, it's
Old.
the same.
Old. South Park, no.
Wait,
Idiocracy, no.
whoa. When you said South Park, no, to what?
All of it.
Kevin.
I've seen maybe an episode in passing here or there, but I've not like sat down and watched a bunch of it.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin. You seen Benchwarmers?
I believe so.
The baseball one with the three guys.
Yeah. Yes, I think I have seen this movie.
Dude,
I don't think I have. I don't think I've seen this. I know the clips though of like the IM-12. I know what it comes from.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to know like a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
You're still out. You're still fat. Like, those ones.
Yeah. Avengers, I know the franchise. I've seen some of the movies, but I've not watched all the Avenger movies, like Endgame stuff I watched. Remember the Titans? Yes. Curious George. Is there a Curious George movie?
I feel like they're multiple.
I haven't seen that. Twilight, no. Airbud, no. Little Big League, no.
He makes a great point.
It's true. I guess, yeah. Something About Mary, no. Although my favorite movie is a rom-com.
Something About Mary.
No, but my favorite movie, this is so off topic. It is a rom-com. It's When Harry Met Sally. It is an all-timer. Good movie.
Wait, I want to make sure that this scene in Something About Mary is correct. The bathroom scene. Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, it's Something About Mary has some great. Yes, Joe. That's exactly the scene that I was thinking of.
All right. Mission Impossible, no. Super Troopers, no. Tropic Thunder, no. 50 Shades, no. Benchwarmers, no. Yeah, we went over the Benchwarmers. Wolf of Wall Street, yes. Titanic, I said no to that one. Dexter, no. Shutter Island, no. Psycho, no.
One more. Hold
The
on.
Wire. I can't bring myself to give the answer on The Wire.
Yes, that's exactly the scene I'm talking about. People have seen it. Mrs. Doubtfire, like half.
Napoleon
Mrs.
Dynamite,
Doubtfire?
no. Dark Knight, no.
Kevin, I say I don't watch movies. This is tough.
I'm telling you, I just don't do it. I don't know why. I just don't watch movies.
I didn't either, but some of these are like you have to have seen them and just living.
Marvel movies, some. I don't think you guys understand what I couldn't watch as a kid.
Okay, that's
and
very fair.
That is what contributed. So
yeah.
Paddington 2, no, although I hear that's a very good movie. Home Alone, yes. Night at the Museum, yes. Meet the Fockers, no.
Also, hold up.
Transformer
Casey,
movies,
like
yes.
Casey, me being disgusted with a lot of these should show whether or not I've seen them.
I'm the one on the hot seat. I kind of did this to myself, but everybody knew I didn't watch movies. Everybody already knew that. While You Were Sleeping, no.
All right. What's your favorite TV show ever? Steven's asking.
What?
What's your favorite TV show?
TV show?
You already know mine, but
I can't remember.
can't remember your favorite.
I think it's Parks and Rec, but I think I'm forgetting what it actually is. So I'm just gonna say Parks and Rec.
You're forgetting what your favorite TV show of all time actually is.
I've barely slept the past 2 days. Yes,
That's
I'm
right.
forgetting what my favorite TV show is. I think it is Parks and Rec though. I think Parks and Rec, followed by The Office. I know you're a big Office guy.
Yeah,
so.
mine's The Office.
I know you're an Office guy. You've Got Mail. No.
I'm not seeing that.
Um,
Actually, why do I feel like I have seen You've Got Mail?
It sounds familiar, but I don't.
Yeah.
Conjuring, no. Good Will Hunting sounds familiar, but no. Grease, no. But I've seen Grease live. If that gives me.
You've never seen Grease?
But I've seen Grease live with Ariana Grande and Carlos from Big Time Rush. I think that counts. I'm going to give that one. I think that one counts. I think that one counts.
Does that count? Yes or no? That does not count.
I'm going to say I'm HR here. So I'm going to say that it counts.
There's no chance that counts.
Mall Cop, yes. Jumanji, yes. Adventures in Babysitting, no.
Thank you, Casey. That is
Elm
just
Street,
not
no. Sorry, what did you
not
spoil?
Grease. That's
It's Grease Live. It's Grease Live. It's Grease Live.
Jesus.
Debbie Does Dallas, no. Enemy of the State, no. Halloween, no. Grey's Anatomy, I did have a Grey's Anatomy phase, but I'm still going to go Parks and Rec over Grey's Anatomy. Miss Congeniality, no. Paw Patrol, no. I've not seen Paw Patrol. My favorite, God, look, I'm getting favorite shows. Blue's Clues. No, it is not. Although as a kid, Blue's Clues was good. The Blind Side, yes. The Office, yes. Bubble. What is with all these cartoons that are my favorite shows, man? I've not seen Bubble Guppies. Reginald the Vampire, no.
Yo, okay. Tell me why I just logged on Twitter and the first freaking tweet I see is Kayla, and it just says the way these two haven't seen any movies.
She's subtweeted us.
So subtweeted. Kayla, what the?
That is so funny.
What's my favorite comedy movie? Or top two? You just rewatch. I'm gonna go the original Anchorman and do I want Anchorman in there? Shit, there's so many good ones. Yeah, original Anchorman. I'm gonna go The Hangover. First Hangover.
I think I've seen the first Hangover. I take it back. Forrest Gump parts. I've seen almost the whole thing. Bodyguard, no. Switchback, no. The League, I think so.
Bro, The League you have to watch. It's about fantasy.
The show. I know I've not seen it. 70 and 80s Halloweens, no. Homicide Life on the Street, no. Hot Tub Time Machine parts. Dorothy Explorer.
We gotta cover all bases with you, bro.
No, I have not. I mean, when I was little, yes, I watched Dora the Explorer, but I mean, not any movies. Pulp Fiction, no. Leprechaun, no. Lars is coming in with the Backyardigans was when I was little. When I was little, Backyardigans was a fire show. I'm not even gonna lie. All right. For those who want the explanation here, I was not allowed to watch Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, or Disney Channel until I was 14 years old. So my only option was to watch PBS Kids or ESPN. Why am I doing what I do today? Why am I in the sports industry today? Because I watched Sports Center every day for 10 years before I could watch any other show. My brothers would watch PBS Kids. They had more TV time than I did, so I had to kind of sneak in my Sports Center, my ESPN, all that when I could. So if I was not allowed to watch all that stuff, there were a lot of other things I could not watch. So if there is some level of an explanation to it and just why I'm not as cultured as maybe people would think I am, that is part of the reason. Coco Melon, no, I've not seen Coco Melon, by the way. Step Brothers, the other guys, no. Board movies,
she was
yes.
saying-
Big fan
she
of the
was
board
saying-
movies. What were you saying?
Casey was saying the two comedies that you would pick, and then you just said you didn't see either.
Wait, what?
Never mind. She was answering the question about what two comedies.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see. Almost World. When I was little, yes, because it was on PBS. League of Their Own, yes, I've seen that. Barney's Big Adventure, no. Oh, now we're starting. You, Almost World, Mr. Rogers. Showgirls, no. And I have now finally made it to the bottom of the comments. It took me like 10 minutes to get there, but I finally got to the bottom of the comments.
I'm proud of you. We have spent literally like 25 minutes talking just straight. Don't you love losses? Don't you love losses?
That's, we got to get the vibes back. And you know what? If anything, I have taken the attention off of the Orioles and put all of the negative attention on me with my lack of movie watching.
Incredible. Yeah. What a stream, Kevin. What a stream. We did it again.
Yeah, see, this is what we aim for, isn't it? Just getting people in a better mood after losses, Casey. I'm glad we can, even if it's at my expense, get people in better moods. Exactly. You're not even. That's all right. For those who are all right, I will answer your cartoon questions. Yes, Little Einsteins was a staple in my house because my brothers like to watch it. Dragon Tales, classic. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yes, all those types of things. The other thing I could watch outside of sports and the occasional movie, because I could not watch. Drake and Josh was on, couldn't watch it. iCarly was on, couldn't watch it. Lizzie McGuire, couldn't watch it. That's So Raven, couldn't watch it. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, couldn't watch it, etc., couldn't watch it. So I was watching, and then by the time I could watch it, I was just like, I don't really care about this right now. So, yeah, that's what it was. Arthur, classic. Wasn't allowed to watch Rugrats, but Arthur was definitely a classic. So,
unreal.
And there we have it.
What a stream. What a stream.
There we have it.
What a stream. It changes everything. It really does.
But my brother was allowed to watch Austin Powers when he was 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, I do want to play something, though, before we get out of here. Key drum roll. I love the New York and then lose. What a day. What a day, baby.
Yeah. Get him tomorrow.
Yep.
So.
That's all you can do. The Yankees lose. The Orioles lose. The Orioles are still 3 games up in the AL East. 5 games before the end of the first half. I mean, obviously we're past the halfway point, but the All-Star game is the kind of ceremonial first half is over. God, it's so weird. We're already halfway through the year, over halfway through. It feels like literally feels like we were just talking about acquiring Corbin Burnes. So, yeah. Any last thoughts, Kevin, before we head out?
Watch some Dragon Tales tonight in honor of me. Get your mind off the Orioles loss. And I'll be back here tomorrow on Kevin and Zach Reacts to hopefully talk about an Orioles win.
Hopefully. If you have any free time, you might. There was some news that just came out in the in Major League Baseball. I'm not going to discuss it, but justice is a funny thing. So, yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow. And you ready? You ready, Kevin? Ready? All right. Chee-wee-wees. We'll see everyone tomorrow. I didn't hit end stream, so that's all.